Hey guys, good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. Having a nice morning here. Nice pop in the morning. Yesterday we picked up some Facebook. We picked up some NEO. We got our SPY hedge on. And we are looking good. As you guys can see in front of us here, Facebook is breaking 280 a share here in the pre-market hours. Nice climb there. We got about 2.5 minutes until opening bell. We got up to that 280 pretty quick, so we're going to have a profit on our Facebook trade today. So I'm deciding if I want to close that out once we get up to that like 285 or if I want to let it run to 290. We have the November 20th Expo, so I'm probably going to let that continue to go there. That's looking great. We picked up a NEO trade yesterday. If you guys could take a look at NEO, we're getting a nice pop on NEO. Shares up over 5.3% on NEO. We have the NEO November 6th 36 strike call. We jumped in that at $1.32 a contract, so we'll have a nice profit on that this morning as well. As far as the market here, tech is definitely leading the market. Look for some tech stocks to trade here, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, you guys know the election's too close to call, they're saying, but it clearly looks like Trump has been victorious once again, and is going to be the next president once again. So everything's looking good with the markets here. I'll probably see if we have any pullback, get out of those SPY puts there in the trade challenge account that we had as a hedge for the November 4th, November 6th expos, and looking to make some other trades today. It should be a great day for some day trading, so looking forward to it. Another one I wanted to take a look at was Hilton. Hilton's looking like she's ripe to get up to that $95 target profit area. So I'm thinking about doing a slight out-of-the-money vertical spread on Hilton. I mean, we got a ton of things taken off today. I mean, just about everything you look at. I mean, if you look at PayPal and Square, those two are up over 4% here as well. PayPal's looking good. I think I might jump into a PayPal swing trade for next week's expo. I like the looks of that. I'd look for about $200 as a target profit area on PayPal. Square is looking good here as well. Square is finally getting above, holding that support at 150 a share, getting above that red 50 and right up to that yellow 10-day simple moving average right now. So looking good there. I might make a trade either on Square or PayPal. I have that written down right here on my notepad. PayPal, Square, Facebook, Amazon, Google's looking good. If you guys take a look at Amazon here, nice big pop on Amazon. I like that, how it came down to that 3,000 support area. It's climbing off of that. We could easily look for that 3,300 going into the holidays or for that November 20th monthly expo. So I like Amazon. That looks great. Another one was Google we were talking about yesterday as well. Google is going for new highs. I mean, this one looks absolutely incredible. I think I might do an out-of-the-money vertical spread going for that December monthly expo on Google. I think that one's just going to continue to run. I mean, she was upgraded to $18.50 a share just last week or the week before. So definitely like the setup here. We're forming a double top now from going back to September 2nd. We break through that. We'll be looking for that 1800 and we can do an out-of-the-money vertical spread. Here we go, guys. Markets are open now. Facebook is still continuing to climb, 282, up $1,000 for the day here. Nice climb. I think what I'm going to do is close out of that Facebook trade right now. We got a nice profit on that. Let's see here. What is she going for? About 1750, 18.
Biden campaign to host election protection briefing at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Alrighty, guys. I just sold out of our Facebook trade. Order status. We are out of our Facebook trade at $18 a contract. $18 a contract. Now what I'll do, I'll use those funds and probably do an out-of-the-money vertical spread a little bit afternoon here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going over to my notepad here. I'm saying profits on the Facebook trade, looking for an OTMVS, an out-of-the-money vertical spread, probably for November 20th Expo. So that's what I'm going to do with those profits there as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do with this next trade. Let's see here. So let me just show you on the vertical spread here what I'm going to be looking for now. Let's see what that NEO's doing here. Oh, guys, we got a quick 40% gain on our Neo trade. Ephraim, was the Neo trade sent out yesterday?
Zulu Micro. Shares of Zoom up 6%.
All right, so let's see Neo quick. I'm going to decide what I want to do with that. We're up 40% on our Neo trade. Think I'm going to sell out of that. Got a nice quick gain. That expires November 6th, so better off taking the profits there. Let's see, limit. Okay, Ephraim, I just sold out of Neo at $1.85, 1.85 per contract. Let me post this in the trade room. All right, that's looking good. Let's see now what we want to do with Facebook. Facebook, I think I'm going to do an out-of-the-money vertical spread. Let's take a look, see what we can do with Facebook. Let me put Facebook chart on the background there so you guys aren't getting confused with that.
S&P 500 up 1.6% after the open. Dow up.
Good morning, Zach. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Joe.
Up 2.7%.
So let's see. Buy to open, sell to open. We'll look for an out-of-the-money vertical spread here for the November 20th Expo on Facebook. Something to capture that 290. So we'll look at the 287.50, 290 vertical spread. That's going for $1.05 to be worth 250. 2.5, divide that by 1.05. That's a 138% max net gain. Not too bad there. I like that setup. I think that's what I'm going to do now. Let's see, trading options. I just don't want to see that pullback here. You know, we'll probably give it another 10 minutes. It's about 9:45. I don't want to see a sharp pullback here and, you know, and see a 5-point drop. We've been doing very well with the trades here. Let's keep that going. Let me post that here for you guys.
NVAX, Novavax, reported a contract to supply 40 million vaccine doses to Australia. November Victor Alpha X-ray, NVAX.
All right, just updated that Facebook trade there while we're waiting for the markets. Let's put up that other one here as well.
That report was out earlier on Novavax in Australia and VAX.
Closing that out.
Shares of marijuana stocks falling here now. $18.35 on Canopy Growth at the lows. Charlie Golf Charlie.
Ephraim, what was our entry on the Neo trade? Do you remember? So I could calculate the gain here.
On that vaccine report in Australia.
Market's definitely pulling back from the highs, guys. Glad we ended up taking in those profits. Looking really good here in the account.
Vaccines are safe and effective.
Let's see. Ephraim, do you know what we opened up that Neo trade for yesterday? Okay, $1.32, 1.85 divided. So we had a 40% gain.
DGLY, Digital Ally shares getting a pop here off the pre-market lows, 286 on DGLY, down about 2%. Delta Golf and the Yankee.
Beautiful there. There we go. Nicely done there, guys. Markets are pulling back quite heavily now. Glad we held off on getting those Facebook vertical spreads there. Okay, Q's pulling back from the highs, 285 down to 282.50. Let's see what SPY's doing. SPY, big pullback from the highs from 342 down to 340. So let's just give the market some time here, see what it's going to do, and we could make a couple more trades here. Great job today, team. ABBV. Google is still looking pretty hot here. Holding that 10 pretty well. Let's see what Amazon's doing. Neo not doing too much there. Nice exit. Right near the highs so far for the day. Guys, just to let you know while we're waiting here, we have class today. So if you guys take a look, you guys could sign up for today's class. We're going to go over the 3 main types of chart patterns we're trading. Okay, class sign up right there. We got a nice presentation ready to go. We'll be starting that today at 5 p.m. So sign up, get registered, click class sign up. It's free for members. Let's see if Facebook starts to climb again here. I was even thinking about doing a paycheck trade on Facebook. We've been waiting quite a while to do a paycheck trade because the markets have been so choppy. But if Trump is reelected, which it looks like he is, then I think we're going to see tech continue to take off here, which we could take advantage of. If it looks like Biden's going to win, then we're going to immediately want to jump into, solar stocks, clean energy stocks like, like Neo, like Tesla, like some solar panel stocks. Some clean energy stocks would be great. Guys, did you guys see our UNH trade today? Did you guys see United Healthcare? It's up 7% today. Holy smokes, I gotta go close that one out here. Wow. Efren, did you guys forget about that one? What? That one's gonna be a big one. I gotta sign into the other account here.
FRSX, Foresight Autonomous, getting a pop here. Foxtrot Romeo Sandy X-Ray. Earlier press release on their integration with the
Huge gains.
autonomous machines and vehicles. That's FRSX. Foresight hitting $1.07 at the high. FRSX.
We have the November 20th Expo on United Healthcare, but you know, that one's been in the red for so long there. I'm going to close that one the heck out and move on. We got green. Efren, I closed out United Health, the 340 call. Closed that out at $11 a contract. Just close that one out. Come on, this damn mouse here.
Coming up in 1 minute, the market services PMI for October, 56 expected. Market composite PMI 55.5 expected. That is coming up in 1 minute.
All right, do you guys remember what our entry was on UNH? I just closed that out quick there while I was looking at that. That way I could put that on the Avilio. I expect volatility today and tomorrow. I think we're going to have a heck of a week for day trading here. I'm thinking about doing a Google trade. Facebook not doing too much yet. Let me see Facebook again. Needs to break that 285 for me. Google, though, is looking great. Well, that lifted the trade challenge account by $2,000 today. That was a really nice pickup for the trade challenge account.
56.3 on the market composite PMI, 56.9 on the services PMI for October, 56.9 versus 56 expected on the market composite PMI, 56.3 versus 55.5 expected.
Facebook still failing at that 10 right now. Let's take a look at Facebook chart. You guys could see right now it's just staying beneath that 10. You know, obviously if we're going to trade Facebook, we want to break above that 282.50. More specifically, a break above that 284.18 to break above the highs of the day. Really great job though today, guys, so far. I'm looking at these charts here. I'm scanning through these charts, seeing if we could find any good day trade setups. China stocks are getting slammed today, obviously. You guys know why. You know, 4 more years of China being under tariffs and whatnot. Booking's getting a little pop there. Really want to do some trading on Google once she starts to break out again. Nice job, Jerry. Good job, Carson. You guys see now how that volatility works. You know, we were down, what, 50% on the Facebook trade? We ended up closing that out today for a 63% gain. So it's really just about that discipline, patience, and knowing your target stops. And obviously, you know, the election had a little bit of help there. Jerry had the January 21st, or 2021s. Nice. I'm looking at Facebook dropping below that 20 right now, so I'm looking at Qs over to the right here as well. And based on Qs, it looks like we're going to pull back a little bit more here from those highs. If that crosses below that 20 on Qs, let me bring it up on the main screen for you guys to see as well. So if Qs break below that 20, and more specifically below that 281.85, you'll be looking for a BDM cycle here. SPY's starting to look good though. SPY's getting a little climb. Google's pulling back a little bit. Markets are pulling back from the highs. That's why the first thing in the morning, I usually like to take profits. I love to take profits first thing in the morning, because you don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the day there. If you lock in those profits, use those profits to utilize different trades here for the day. I'm watching SPY. I'm watching Google at that 20. Watching Qs here at that 1020 SMA convergence.
In Arizona, with over 98% of votes, Biden now leads by about 90,000.
Okay, so basically this is what I'm seeing here with the Electoral College I made, just so you guys are aware, because this has a big part of us trading and everything. So here's the 2020 presidential interactive map here. I ended up giving Trump Pennsylvania. He's been in the lead. I gave Trump Michigan. Wisconsin I gave to Biden. Florida, obviously Trump. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Trump. Virginia I gave to Biden. And as you see here, the way it's panning out right now, that's gonna lead Trump over that 270 that he needs and give him that 283. So really, for Biden to pick up this win, he either needs to win Michigan or he needs to win Pennsylvania. And the way that's looking, I don't think that's going to happen. His closest chance is going to be in Michigan. You know, Michigan votes pretty tight there, but as the way it's looking right now, I think it's going to be going to Trump. Let's see. Skyjack said he's still in Neo. He's staying in that for now. Oh, I'm glad we took our profits. What, 936, 937?
At 10 a.m., the
Let me see.
manufacturing PMI for October, 57.5 is the expectation.
Let's see. Neo. We closed it right here on Neo. That's not bad. Let's see, Facebook. United Healthcare is picking back up once again here, team. UNH is picking up nicely. A 5-point gain there on UNH in just a matter of 3 minutes. Let's see, I got breaking news from Breaking Chart Alerts. It says Philadelphia City Commissioner says roughly 141,000 out of 351,000 mail ballots have been counted. You gotta love the Breaking Chart Alerts app. There goes UNH again. I can't believe this stock's up 7.5%. And remember, we called that beautifully. Should have averaged down when we had that pullback. That's what I should have done. Imagine if we added to that when she pulled back to that 300, then got that first green candle bounce to 310 there. That would have been nice. Take a look at Qs, guys. Most important thing today. Be patient, be disciplined. Take a look at Qs today, 1 minute. We're still pretty flat. We're in BDM right now. 10 crossing below the 20. So just keep an eye on it. Right now it's really just consolidating. If you take a look here. Whoa, that's a horrible line. Am I ever going to be a good line drawer? I don't think so. That's why I was never an artist. So here's our consolidation area. Or our NTZ.
Novavax out with a press release now. Novavax and Commonwealth of Australia announced agreement.
Red candle below this.
Novavax COVID-19
That'll be your put entry. Green candle above. Call.
JPM
entry.
Diamond urging patience for election results and faith in U.S. systems. That in a memo being circulated.
So that's what you're looking for there with the Qs. If you're going to day trade the Qs. Let's take a look. I'm looking at Google over to the right here. Google's looking pretty nice on it today, 1 minute. Holding that 20 still. I'm going to look at the option chain now for Google, see if I see anything worthy of jumping into.
America. Shares of Candy Technologies popping here $7.29. Candy shares up more than 5% now at the high. KNDI.
Love to do something for this week's expo on Google.
Shares of Candy spiking to $7.80 at the high off of that press release. Seeing now the November $27 call sweep in Candy as well, KNDI.
I think we're going to see a nice move there. Keep these lights on. I think we're going to see a nice move on Google. I want to set that up there. Get ready for that breakout on Google. Facebook still hovering around 280. Salesforce at 245.
Shares of Candy at 780, and they are halted now on a circuit breaker for Candy Technologies, KNDI.
AbbVie is still on the run here, guys. Take a look at ABV. Sorry, ABBV. That's a heck of a move here on AbbVie. We should easily see that $100 again going into November 20th or December. You know, they make the coronavirus testing strips. So I like that setup there. Facebook looks like that's starting to pick up a little bit here. Today, 1 minute. Google's really breaking out here once again, team. Let's see, the 280 strike call. Alrighty, I just made another small trade on Facebook here in the Trade Challenge account. I picked up the November 6th 280 strike call. I got executed at 507 a contract. This might be a day trade depending on what transpires here. Okay, so that's what I just did in the Trade Challenge account. I already got a quick $50 gain on that. Look for that quick move back up to that 285. Google is really taking off here, team. There goes Facebook taking off with it.
Coming up at 10, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI for October, 57.5 expected on that.
Nice quick gain already on our Facebook trade. Filled at 507. 5.07 for that 280 strike call there. SPY's taking off nicely. Google's still running. Qs are taking off. Like what we're seeing here, team. Guys on YouTube, if you guys are liking this video, please give it a like for me. Share it on social media. Greatly appreciate it. Cool Guy 1987 says, any view on Tesla? Let's take a look at Tesla quick. Got a $100 gain on our Facebook trade already in the Trade Challenge account. Nice gain there. Tesla's in BDM right now. It's failing at that 10. 6-month daily, 3-month daily. You really want to see it break that 485 area. She had a big pullback from the highs this morning. What'd that NEO do? Ooh, glad we sold that NEO when we did. What a pullback there. Nice big breakout here in the markets once again.
14% at the high for KNDI. Steel November Delta India.
Nice climb here, team. SPY is at new highs of the day on SPY. Got a $120 gain now on our Facebook trade on that just one contract. One freaking contract there for 500 bucks. We're up 120 bucks on it already. Just shows you. Just be patient, be disciplined, and look for those little gains there that you could take advantage of. 150, 250 bucks. It's pretty easy to do on days like today. O-line, yes. Qs are breaking resistance at it's that 934 candle. You got to break above that 933 candle this morning. It's almost at that right now. Markets are looking pretty good.
About 19% at the highs for Candy.
Jim, we will see you tonight as this week continues on. Mad Money, 6 p.m. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Welcome to Squawk on the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with David Faber and Kayla Tausche. Down almost 400 here. Best three-day gain for the S&P since May. VIX almost back to 31. Healthcare, a big part of the rally. David, gotta be alert for tape bombs, though. The Trump campaign apparently is hosting a call here with the press imminently.
UNH back up to the highs. 345.
Yes, we are looking for October read on ISM services, the bigger spot in the U.S. economy, and this is a miss. We're looking for a number 57.5, 57.6 in that area. 56.6. This is the weakest number since May when it was 45.4. Then started to move up. So we do see that this is a step back, and sequentially it follows 57.8, which happened to have been one of the better.
Trying to see any of the latest news on the election results here. Guys, do you guys see UNH? New highs of the day on UNH, breaking 350. Look at that breakout on UNH. Wow.
Rick, thank you very much. David, as we were saying, so many cross currents here and so much information we simply don't know yet.
Yeah, so much. But one thing I think we do know, Carl, and I think that what we're focused on and keying off of is that the Senates are very likely to stay in control of the Republicans are very likely to stay in control of the Senate. And if there's anything this morning that we can sort of bank on, it's that. And the market certainly seems to be taking its cue from that, as we see the S&P up almost 2%, the Nasdaq far above that in terms of percentage.
There goes SPY taking off again. Big pop on SPY. Let's see if Q's will catch up to that. There's Q's. Here's SPY.
Headline now, Biden taking the lead in Wisconsin and Michigan.
Biden taking the lead now in Wisconsin and Michigan, guys. That's breaking news.
That's from Bloomberg.
So if he takes the lead in Wisconsin and Michigan, you can see if I turn this blue, that's going to give Biden that victory by 1 point. That's why it's too close to call yet, but that's big news there for Biden. Biden's got the edge there in Wisconsin and Michigan now. So obviously you see if we change those to blue instead of red, that's going to put Biden over that 270 mark to win the presidency. Really important there. Let's see. Danny Najuin says, what's your views on HD? Home Depot ahead of that hurricane coming next week. Florida's going to be getting battered by another hurricane, they're saying here. So I like that setup on HD. I mean, it's looking good to about 290. 290 should be an easy target on HD there. Guys, our Facebook trade is taken off once again here. Nice climb here on Facebook. Big breakout there. We're now up $150 on our Facebook trade.
In Wisconsin, 97% of the votes reported. Biden leading by about 21,000 votes. Biden with 49.5%, Trump 48.8%. President Trump tweeting now. Trump says last night I was leading.
Last night I was leading, now I'm not.
Solidly in many key states, in almost all instances, Democrat run and controlled. Then one by one they started to magically disappear as surprise ballot dumps were counted. Very strange. And
He's a funny man.
Got it completely and historically wrong. That tweet from Donald Trump now.
Donald Trump is tweeting, guys. Hey guys, I just sold our Facebook trade. I just made a quick $200 on that trade there. So I am out now of that Facebook trade. Let me get it up. Order status. We are out at 6.90. We're in at 5.07, out at 6.90. 6.9, divide that by, what did we pay? 5.07. We just made a quick 36.1% gain on that trade. Ephraim, you got that? Order status. Let me just put that up there. Nice. Alrighty. Close that out on YouTube here.
we've seen, that would just add to Biden's lead. Again, that's just based on history. Anything can happen. This is 2020, guys. But Biden taking a short lead right now. We'll get it updated just under an hour. Hope to have more. The good news, guys, also is that I have just established the CBC Grand Rapids Bureau. Since we've been here so long, I figured we might as well.
Nice job on that.
You guys want to come visit? Lovely Grand Rapids is waiting for you, and they don't like the term Rust Belt. By the way, it's a very lovely town, I must say. Very nice people here in the Midwest. We look forward to bringing you home, Brian. What amazing work all last couple of weeks, Brian Sullivan in Grand Rapids today. By the way, President tweets as we're talking just now. He says, last night I was leading often solidly in many key states. In almost all instances, Democrat run and control. Then one by one, they started to magically disappear as surprise ballot dumps were counted. Very strange. The pollsters, quote unquote, got it completely and historically wrong. Let's bring in Jeremy Siegel to talk more about the market's reaction to the uncertainty today. Jeremy, VIX below 29 now almost. It doesn't seem like the market is buying any drama about a drawn-out contested result.
Well, first of all, I think Biden is going to win this, and I think very definitely DeSantis is going to stay Republican. And truthfully, that combination is excellent for the economy, and it's excellent for the markets. Yeah, I absolutely think that President Biden, President-elect Biden, will work better with Senator McConnell, lead Senate leader, than McConnell worked with Trump. Because remember, the strength of Biden was actually, and he mentioned this early in the primaries, is actually working across the aisle. He was going to have to work with the Republican Senate to get something done. In the meantime, the Republican Senate is going to block any, radical tax plan or anything that comes from the House. What more do you want?
Yeah.
I think
Let's
this
be
is just
careful
excellent.
about calling anyone. Let's be careful about calling anyone president-elect.
No, I'm calling it.
Until
I
we
may
get
be
some.
wrong. I'm giving you my opinion about these markets.
Yeah.
I'm giving you my opinion. So there's not an official CNBC call. I'm just telling you what I think has happened. I mean, predicted.org was smarter than the pollsters by a huge margin. Look what they're saying now.
They definitely. Yeah. They definitely.
You
They came in with more
go
skepticism.
against them
than the.
at your own peril. I think that's what's going to happen.
That's nice there. 4 nice trades closed. We sold Facebook right at those highs too, which was nice. Now if we start that breakout again, we could enter intra-cycle, intra-phase here on that pullback down to that 10.
And AKB, Naked Brands, shares spiking to the highs, 81 cents.
I really want to look at something with Google, to be honest with you.
It's about the Alpha Kilo Delta.
Get some legislation done. This is my opinion, and I think the market is.
Shares of Candy Technologies off the highs now, 788, hit a high of 849 earlier on that EPA approval for the road use of Candy vehicles in the U.S.
I think we're going to continue to see Google take off here. Probably going to be looking at a Google trade soon. I'm watching a bunch of things here. Facebook's starting to climb here once again as well.
BIIB, Biogen shares halted on a circuit breaker at the high.
I think I might pick up a Facebook call for going out a little bit further.
Panama briefing documents are released.
Nice breakout on SPY again.
The Democrats just miss Biden's claims about I can work with the Republicans.
Alrighty, let's see here.
The Senate, who is going to be all theirs, they don't have to compromise. Now they know they're going to have to compromise. I think Biden's a man to compromise. I mean, he's been doing it. So that means that I think a few things are going to move through that America does need. And we will need that legislation, and I think that is positive for the next 4 years.
Yeah, Professor, it's David. I mean, I wanted to come back to you on that very
Okay, Efren, I'm getting ready to make another trade on Facebook here. This one's going to go out for the November 20th Expo. It's going to be a regular call. Let me see first off here that call spread, what that's looking like.
Infrastructure. Both those parties put forward infrastructure. It's just that, you know, Trump was just so combative that we're just not going to get to a bill. They both agreed on infrastructure. So I mean, that wasn't a point of contention. Listen, they both agreed on 80% of the stimulus bill are due, but then they were at loggerheads with
GMAB, GenMab announcing data to be presented at 2020 ASH meeting. Golf,
we won't get as big
Michael
a
Alpha Bravo, DMAB.
Caterpillar infrastructure.
Caterpillar stock's not agreeing with your assessment right now. Give me your feel on the overall market at this point. If you are correct, and Biden takes the White House, Senate remains Republican, the House actually loses some. The Democrats still remain in control, but seem to be losing some of their majority. What does it mean all for the markets overall?
This is good for the markets. I mean, the tax increase was a big potential negative and is off the table.
FDA staff says Biogen has provided substantial evidence of effectiveness to support approval of Alzheimer's drug. That in documents, that's BIIB.
And movements in that, which I don't think was positive.
Again, shares were halted at the high 283.60, up about 15% now for Biogen.
Okay, guys, here is the new trade. I'm going to post this in the trade room for you guys right now. This is an official trade.
On the list, there's far more things that are positive for the markets than negative for the market from this outcome.
I'm just curious the extent to which you believe that to be true, Professor. Last night we had Austin Goolsbee on CNBC who basically
Biden campaign manager says Biden expects Biden to have more than 270 electoral votes today.
infrastructure package, albeit potentially smaller, but then you would have the tax situation environment in this country remain essentially where it is. If Biden were to win, you would potentially
Dow's up about 515 points right now. Nasdaq's up almost 400 points. There we go. She just broke 400. S&P's up about 84 points, up 2.5% on
Biden
SPY.
campaign manager says Biden on track to win on Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania by more than Trump in 2016.
The GOP holding the Senate. I think these
Wow, you guys heard that news, didn't you?
the blue sweep, which didn't happen.
Be careful, because any type of news today is going to reflect in the markets here.
There won't be a tax increase, so that knocks that negative. A lot of people I have talked to said, you know what, I really could really tolerate, and these are Republicans, a Biden presidency as long as the Senate remains Republican. Hey, your wishes come true. Christmas is early. This is good.
Professor, it's good to see you. The day is young, the market especially, but we appreciate you helping us visualize what you think's going to happen. Jeremy Siegel, thanks.
Thank you.
Well, we got a lot more for you ahead on Squawk on the Street. After the break, we're going to speak with Evercore founder Roger Altman, get his take on where things stand, and later national economic.
SPY is still taking off there. Google's on the climb. Qs are running. Want to see Facebook break that 285 resistance that we have on Facebook there. What a heck of a day, though, guys. Easy money.
Biden campaign says expects results in Nevada.
Easy
coming
money.
tomorrow.
Baba's been taking off nicely, guys. If you guys trade Baba or Booking.com, big climb in those two stocks. I'm watching those on the bottom right here. Booking, Baba, Qs. United Healthcare, $351 a share. SPY is taking off there. I'm watching SPY. Huge climb there. Let's see. Skyjack said Apple's having a move. AAPL. Let's see. Apple. Nice move on Apple there, Skyjack. Let's see. 6-month daily. Now that's ready for a nice takeoff there. I like that setup. That's an easy one to make there on Apple. Let's see option chains.
Trump says, how come every time they count mail-in ballot dumps, they are so devastating in their percentage and power of destruction?
Let's see Trump's
Donald
tweet.
Trump, Biden campaign says expects to win Pennsylvania and Nevada. That was earlier. Expects results in Georgia today, but North Carolina could take several days. That's from the Biden campaign. Trump's campaign manager says if we count all legal ballots, we win.
We continue to discuss the market implications of today's pending election results. Joining us now to discuss what a Biden victory or a Trump re-election might mean. Now, of course, senior chairman and founder Roger Altman. Roger, the Biden camp is certainly saying at this point they
S&P futures off the highs 34.50, 250 hit a high 34.56, now up 2.7%.
Would seem one thing is very apparent. This nation is as divided as it's ever been.
His tweets are pretty crazy there. Guys, here we go. Facebook's taking off. Big takeoff on Facebook. Nice climb on Facebook here, team. Let me put that new trade here up.
HLT, Hilton executive says Asia Pacific led demand recovery in Q3 driven largely by domestic leisure travel in China. That's Hotel Lima Tango. S&P futures at the highs now, up about 2.9%.
Nice gains on our new Facebook trade, team. Let's see, what are we up on those now? Quick 8%, another $160 gain on those trades. Easy money. United Healthcare just broke 350.106. Facebook still on the climb.
Biogen shares spiking now over 300, 308.70 at the high on Biogen, up 25%. Bravo India.
Guys, Google is soaring here. Google is absolutely taking off.
Briefing documents released by the FDA.
There goes Facebook again, getting up to 286 on Facebook. I think we might see that 290 on Facebook today. We're up 10% on our new Facebook trade, a $200 gain on that new trade.
Actually, no, still popping here now. 320.46 on Biogen, up now almost 30% at the high.
United Healthcare is going for 352 right now. SPY's at new highs of the day. Google's at new highs of the day. Q's are at new highs. Nice climb here, team. We got a 12% gain now on our Facebook trade. 13% gain on Facebook trade. Look at Facebook continuing to break out here. Let's see what we're up now on the Facebook trade. Quick 13.5% gain. We're up $260 on Facebook.
708. Biogen shares
United Healthcare broke 352.
now up 31%. BIIB. Biogen 331, 332 now, up 34%, continuing here on those positive documents. For aducanumab.
Let's see what all the fuss is about Biogen. Look at Biogen, guys. They just got approval from the FDA for an Alzheimer's drug here. Let's see. Shares up 32%. What a hell of a move there on Biogen. That's going to be a big one there.
In the meantime, Dow's up almost 600 points here. S&P up 100 handles. The Dow and the Nasdaq have now joined the S&P with the best three-day gain since April. Coming up, do not miss the director of the National Economic Council, Larry Kudlow, first on CNBC as Squawk on the Street continues.
Google's still looking good. Qs are still holding above that 10. Looking good. Getting another climb off that 10 on
At
Facebook.
10:30, crude inventories a build of 890,000 expected. Distillates a draw of 1.729 million, and gasoline inventories a draw of 871,000. That's coming up at 10:30. Biden campaign advisor says, Bauer says courts likely to deliver defeat to any possible...
That must be good news, Skyjack, before I even look at it. Nice job there, Skyjack. You held on to it. Nice breakout there on NEO. Obviously, if Biden wins, that's going to continue to rocket higher. I wouldn't mind getting into another NEO trade. I'm watching United Health up here nearing 353 now. That's unbelievable. The stock was just at 300 bucks 2 days ago. She's at 353 now, just about. Nice job, Skyjack. I might be jumping back into NEO as well. Give it a little bit of time. Wow, Joe Biden is winning Michigan here by about 20,000 votes.
Take a closer look next hour on Squawk Alley. But first, National Economic Council Director Larry Kudlow will join us after this break.
Crude inventories, a draw of 7.998 million versus a build of 890,000 expected. Distillates, a draw of 1.585 million versus a draw of 1.729 million expected. Gasoline inventories, a build of 1.541 million versus a draw of 871,000 expected. Again, crude inventories, a large draw versus a build expected now at 10:30.
Our economy is fueled by dynamic workplaces where the impossible becomes possible.
Crude getting a pop following that
Sherman packs
data,
lives for 150
now at
million workers
38.49,
every day. And
up about
together, we
2%.
build a world of work that works for all. That is our vision. To advocate for better policies, elevate human resources, and develop stronger managers. Still, the workplace needs work.
GMDA, Gamita Cell, announcing data to be presented at ASH. Golf Michael Delta Alpha. RDHL, Red Hill receives U.S. patent allowance covering opaganib and RHB 107 combination. Romeo Delta Hotel Lima, RDHL. Shares of Red Hill hitting $8.55 at the high. RDHL.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sue Herrera in the Your Money, Your Vote update at this hour in Nevada. Counting of ballots has been suspended until tomorrow at noon Eastern Time. Still waiting to be counted.
Nevada suspends vote count until tomorrow. Guess they're tired.
As of now, Joe Biden has a small edge over President Trump. In Seattle last night, 8 arrests as demonstrators marched through downtown. Officials say it was not over the election results. It was because the protesters say either Biden or Trump. And in Kamala Harris's ancestral village in southern India, there is a lot of interest in the unfolding U.S. election, with residents all another part of the winning ticket. You are up to date. I'll be back in an hour. That is the Your Money, Your Vote update for this hour. Kayla, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Sue Herrera. Meanwhile, the Trump campaign in a briefing call just a few moments ago expressing optimism about their position as vote counting continues. The campaign believes it will win Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, and Michigan. Those races are still too close or too early to call. They add that legal teams are in place to make sure all legally cast ballots are counted and that illegal votes are not counted. Joining us now first on CNBC, White House National Economic Council Director Larry Kudlow. Larry, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Kayla. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Could use a little more sleep, but I think we all could. The campaign in the White House has been preparing for this idea that there could be a
Neo still taking off there. Skyjack, you still in Neo?
of the election this week. Chris Christie overnight said that the president's decision to come out and make comments casting doubt on the electoral process was a bad strategic decision. Do you agree?
Look, no, I don't agree. Chris Christie's a great pal of mine. He's a wonderful man. But look, President was annoyed last night. He's very angry because it just seemed like time stopped and counting stopped, and he had leads in crucial states. None of that needs to be
UNH still on the climb here. Looking at Google, I want to make a trade on Google today. Probably going to be doing that in the afternoon.
Bottom line here, Caleb, real quick. The president is in very good shape, in our judgment. We are confident.
I think Amazon's going to be the next one to really take off here. Should be doing something out of the money vertical spread like the 3390, 3400 vertical spread.
Biden's campaign manager says they have not been formally in touch with the Trump campaign.
They have not been in touch with the Trump campaign.
Mr. Biden, the president who finished very strong with a great economic message. He is going to get a very large fraction of these mail-in votes. So the fact that there's, all these X 100,000 mail-in votes and they're all going to Biden, that's just utter nonsense.
We will make those calls when we have those numbers and are able to do so, Larry. But you raise the suspicion of fraud, but suspicion is not evidence. And in many of these states, I'm thinking of Pennsylvania specifically, federal judges have allowed the states to count these ballots in many of these cases because of the pandemic. If they are
Biden's campaign manager says she expects Biden to address the American people today.
Supreme Court in many
Biden's going to address the American people today and say that he's won the election.
I'm not declaring fraud. I'm not saying. We let the lawyers determine the legality. We let the court system work. America is the greatest democracy in the world, and it will work just as it always does. Once again, I will say to you, the president is in very good shape on the remaining swing states. Very good shape. I want to make another point. There was no blue wave yesterday. Okay? The Republicans did very well in the Senate.
Twitter said labels Trump's tweet about surprising ballot dumps in some states as possibly disputed and misleading. That's TWTR. TMUS T-Mobile will pay a $200 million penalty to resolve U.S. investigation of Sprint's compliance with SEC rules on subsidy program for low-income consumers. That in a statement. That's Tango Michael Uniform Sandy, TMUS.
Hughes and SPY are starting to break down here, team. Take a look at SPY. Today, 1 minute.
Rocket Pharmaceuticals. 2% data from its Fanconi anemia, leukocyte adhesion deficiency 1 and pyruvate kinase deficiency programs at ASH annual meeting. That's Romeo Charlie Kilo Tango, RCKT.
You're a bit nitpicky here, David. Let me just say, the president was concerned that it looked like nothing was happening. It looked like, in fact, there was no counting going on. It's just like the election night frame just stopped. So he was very annoyed. We'll work through that today, and I think things will, be much more copacetic. Now, the next 2 months, we will be meeting today and remaining days of the week amongst the senior policy staff, NEC, and so forth. We will be meeting with the president regarding an agenda. We have a lame duck Congress, but we have a lot of work to do. I'm not going to speculate on, assistance plans and this and that, but there are still a couple of very crucial asks that we would like with respect to small businesses.
Let's see, Governor Wolf in PA speaking right now.
Get folks through next.
Let's see what he's saying.
I do want to say this. Economic
Ooh, that
are coming rolling.
sign language guy's got it going on. He looks intensely pissed off today.
Friday, I reckon, but I just saw a survey from
Larry Kudlow says expects to work on COVID-19 aid deal after election, even with lame duck Congress. That in a CNBC interview.
retail sales, automobiles, business applications, small business confidence. What you got here is the saving rate is high.
A huge credit to all the election workers, both at the state level that all those things that people were worried about, whether it was voter intimidation or issues at the polls, really could not have gone more smoothly in the middle of a global pandemic with all the voting reform changes that we saw from Act 77 and Act 12. So that's huge kudos to everybody involved. Also, we are
Some misses in housing and pending or new.
Let's see here. Facebook's holding that 50 right now. Google's not really doing too much, just a little bit below that 1020.
Before being positive. In terms of GDP.
Yeah, you do, Carl.
Q's holding that 50. Spy's holding the 50.
Manufacturing index, the one I really focused on, and that was gangbusters a few days ago, as you know, including new orders, including employment, and actually the inventory rebuilding is just beginning. I also see on the street, maybe I don't follow a lot of the issue, but the profit estimates, the earnings estimates being revised up. You know, maybe not every company, but generically, profit estimates being revised up. That's great for the market and the economy. Household wealth is growing. Let's not forget, it's maybe underrated, but the reserves pumping money in, they're buying assets. The M2 money supply is up, I think, 24% year on year. That's very powerful stimulus with a zero interest rate. So, yeah, I think it will not only be plus in Q4, Carl, I reckon it could come in at least 5%. I think this momentum's going to carry right through into 2021, and hopefully we have pro-growth policies.
Larry, there are 2 dates that we have circled on the calendar now. December 14th, which is when President Trump has been fundraising for his re-election campaign until that is when the electors will meet and vote. And then December 11th, which is when government funding runs out. You know how much the markets value certainty. What happens between now and the middle of December?
Well, look, we'll probably negotiate another continuing resolution. I don't want to commit the president right now because last night was a very late night. I was 4 a.m. I don't know if he got any sleep at all.
Pennsylvania's Secretary of State says approaching 50% of mail ballots counted.
50% of mail ballots counted in PA.
Larry Kudlow says expects to negotiate another continuing resolution to fund the U.S. government.
We'll resume. I'll be talking to Secretary Mnuchin in just a little while after this interview. You're my first stop of the day. It was a very
Kudlow says not clear whether a COVID-19 aid stimulus bill would be attached to government funding bill.
Answer those questions later on. We will look at some of our key targets for the assistance package. As I said, PPP is one of them, and unemployment assistance another. There are also others. The electoral college will go about its business, Caleb. I mean, I think by that time we will know.
Kudlow says
Google's starting to get a pop again.
Mnuchin later on Wednesday.
It's not that unusual. Our system is geared
Biden said he's going to meet with Treasury Secretary Mnuchin on Wednesday.
and is going to be reelected.
What the heck's he doing that for yet?
Some of these remaining key states. I mean, Pennsylvania, gee, I don't want to speculate. I'm not the campaign guy, but Pennsylvania, we're up 700,000 votes.
Ray Janis in the trade room says, looks like thoughts of a Biden stimulus is driving this market.
Going to go to President Trump, okay? Let's not
I don't know how that could happen if he's not elected yet.
Both campaigns have held press calls this hour. Both campaigns expressed confidence in Pennsylvania. Yesterday, both campaigns said that their internal polling was showing them winning Pennsylvania. So we're not going to make any call until we actually have those numbers, Larry. But you mentioned the president's strong closing argument.
Nice job. Skyjack sold his NEO for 104% gain. Nice job there. Let's see. He said space. Space and NTZ right now. Virgin Galactic. That's not doing too much there. That's a nice trade on NEO there.
I think with the results as we know them in the Senate and the House, even while the presidential remains to be counted, what you've got here is a Republican Senate came through last night very strong, and a Republican pickup in the House. So
I want to see that next move on Facebook up to 290 today.
some of these crazy left-wing
We made, 3 or 4 trades on Facebook today.
NDA and Dina Acquisition Corporation 3 and EMAC Life Sciences Limited announced termination of negotiations. Alpha November Delta Alpha, ANDA.
These are all positives for the stock market, okay? I believe President
continue, and we will work on the same pro-growth principles that we have before that deliver the strong economy. But we'll wait for that. You're quite right. We're not going to make any calls this morning. I get that. I'm just saying the Senate and House elections were extremely favorable for the GOP. And that means a lot of far left, far out stuff is not going to happen. And that has to be good for the stock market. And I'm not surprised it's up just on that basis alone.
Well, Larry, we appreciate being your first stop this morning, but we'd love to have you back after some of those principals meetings so we can follow up on this conversation. Larry Kudlow.
Anytime.
U.S. Postal Service confirms it completed required sweeps for ballots last night. That from a spokesperson.
Thanks. We are coming off the initial opening highs. S&P still up 2.5%, 35 or 34.54. The session high was 34.72. We're back after a break.
Online dating? I know people need that.
There we go. There's a nice candle there on Facebook.
Announcing clinical data presentation at 60 seconds.
Looks like we're going to start that next run here. Came down to support at that 50. Starting to climb again.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to making college more accessible by making it more affordable. That's why we're keeping our tuition the same through the year 2021.
And USNHU is the place for me.
What I want to see here is
I ran to my husband with my computer and I said, look, we can do this.
Take advantage of some of the lowest online tuition rates in the nation. Find your degree at snhu.edu.
You've changed for good. And when it really mattered, you trusted ADT.
if we could break this resistance on Facebook, there's no question in my mind we're going to head for that 290. Getting a nice slow climb here again.
You need to be preparing for the future and preparing for a shutdown or a loss of income at all times.
Are you thinking about your own money differently these days?
We're saving a lot more money on travel. Saving a lot more money on eating out. I'm also trying to double down on certain things, pay off as much debt as possible, and find
XPEV, Xpeng, January 35, full sweep, currently 25.16, X-ray Papa, Echo Victor.
Invest in you. BTIG top strategist Julian Emanuel looking ahead to a strong 2021 and a prospect of a stimulus bill. Find out how he's playing the market on tradingnation.cnbc.com. More Squawk on the Street coming up.
Introducing Schwab Stock Slices. For as little as $5, now anyone can own companies in the S&P 500, even if their shares cost more. At $5 a slice, you could own 10 companies for $50 instead of paying thousands. All commission-free online. Schwab Stock Slices, an easy way to start investing or to give the gift of stock ownership. Schwab, own your tomorrow.
Introducing new Senecon laxative gummies.
Find an easy way to relieve occasional constipation.
We should be able to do some really great day trading the next few days here, especially with the election results. Focus in on healthcare, focus in on solar and renewable energies.
Either way, tomorrow's coming. Stay focused on the long term with personal financial advice from an advisor who knows you and today's markets.
If Biden win, I think the pot stocks are going to continue to run too.
Let's check in with Art Cashin this morning about the markets. Director of Floor Operations for UBS Financial Services. Art, it's great to talk to you on such an important morning. Good morning.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
You mentioned no words today in your note. You think it's a sign of relief that, in your words, certainly in the case of the Senate,
Tyler, if Trump wins, I think the general market's going to continue to climb like we saw this morning.
Actually, I think it will be quite a while. What we're seeing today, Carl, is a little bit of the unwinding of the blue wave trade. People were assuming that there might be well as the White House by the Democrats, and now that doesn't look to be the case. So you're seeing things like the energy stocks, oil stocks beginning to move up as the Green New Deal doesn't look to be a logical proposal. Solar stocks are moving down. So you're beginning to see repositioning. And while we still don't know who the president will be, the fact that nobody's going to run any kind of large or radical programs because of the disposition of the Senate, I think will give the market a sense of relief. That's what we're having here. It's a sense of relief rally.
So how much protection is that against a protracted, contested result, various recounts, lawyers, basically Florida 2000 on steroids?
Yeah, well, Florida 2000 on steroids is well said. I think the litigation will be extensive and it will drag on. It will have a slight negative drag on the market. But again, the question is, will it result in anything concrete one way or another? And that's highly unlikely. What will happen is that we will, as I say, have extensive litigation that will put whoever the winner is under some suspicion. If you remember Bush versus Gore, Bush ultimately won, and for the rest of his term, the Democrats said he was not.
BNK, Phoenix Tree Holding, popping here, Delta November Kilo, $1.54. DNK,
Russian influence. So I think whether it's Biden or a resumption of Trump, although Biden looks slightly more likely, there'll be questioning as to the legitimacy of who's in power. And so I think, we've talked a great deal on your program over the past several weeks about the Biden government and how beneficial. This is basically going to be frozen government for now. Now, there is a possibility that given his history in the
Let's see. Ray's talking about tan.
Biden maybe seek some compromises with McConnell, but no big program appears to be ready to go through anyway.
And speaking of compromises, if in fact GOP does a net add in the House, but keeps the minority, I mean, how much incentive is there for the House to compromise on things like further infrastructure or stimulus spending?
Yeah, I'm going to go near that right now, Ray.
Because it has strengthened Mitch McConnell now, and
Not until it breaks that 70. Breaks that 70, I'd enter. UNH is still on the run. New highs of the day on UNH. There goes Facebook again. Facebook is on the climb. Looking good.
Biden remains in the lead and looks to be the successor for Trump to get anything done in the lame duck session. So what our difficulty may be is, can we get a stimulus package, and when does it seem likely? If there is a negative here for the market or for the economy, it is that looks somewhat less likely.
Art, hope we get to check in with you more frequently in the coming days. Dow's up 600 once again. Thanks. Talk soon. Art,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we've gotten some important news this morning involving Biogen and a drug for Alzheimer's, Meg Terrell, that is very, very important. Fill us in on what we've heard this morning.
Yeah, David, so as everybody's hitting refresh on the election results, biotech investors have been hitting refresh on the FDA's website, trying to wait for these briefing documents on the Alzheimer's drug to come out. Well, they just came out and they are overwhelmingly positive. Biogen's stock now has been up more than 25% this morning. Now it's up 38%. And essentially, the FDA weighing in on this very controversial Alzheimer's drug that had mixed clinical trial data, but saying of one main study that the efficacy looks robust.
Facebook still on the climb slowly.
That's what the FDA
SOLO, Electromechanica shares seeing a spike in volume. Sandy Oscar, Lima Oscar, SOLO.
If the drug's approved, there will be guidance to doctors about how to deal with potential safety concerns. Now, check out the history of Biogen stock to see why this was such an anticipated moment. You can see back in March of last year, Biogen discontinued these phase 3 trials of this.
Look at UNH still breaking out, nearing 354 right now.
Those studies and said, wait a minute, it looks like it does work. The stock bolted back up.
Huge run there on UNH.
So this outside panel of advisors votes Friday. The FDA is set to decide by March 5th. If the FDA approves this drug, it would be the first approved to slow the course of Alzheimer's disease. So we're going to have to wait for Friday to see what this outside panel of advisors says, but the FDA weighing in today more positively than the market was expecting. Carl?
Meg, just one of the reasons that healthcare is up 5% as a sector this morning, as we see most sectors in the green. In fact, even banks trying to make a run here at getting back to the
Shares of Biogen, 351.93 at the high, up about 42% for Biogen. BIIB.
Nice continued climb there. Watching Qs. SPY still holding that 10, consolidating over the past 5 candles. So
Single HR software? Nope. We use 11. 11.
Why do an expense report from your phone when you can do it from a machine that jams?
I just emailed my wife's social security number to the entire company instead of HR. So please come back.
How hard is your business software working for you? With Paycom, employees enter and manage their own HR data in one easy-to-use software. Visit paycom.com for a free demo.
Hi. First off, we love each other.
You own a timeshare, and it's the time of the year for eye-popping maintenance fees arriving in your mailbox. That's just ridiculous. Is it really worth all that? Still having fun? That's it. I'm out. Timeshare Freedom Group is ready to help you escape your timeshare money pit. Let us help free you from your overpriced, useless, money-draining timeshare. Start the freedom process now. Call us at 888-628-EXIT.
Timeshare Freedom Group, we set you free.
Do you know what your customers are thinking right now? Every moment, customers are telling you
UNH nearing 354.
and all kinds of feedback you can use to grow your business. Medallia captures
There goes SPY starting to take off again. Google as well. Let's see if Facebook's going to follow suit.
Medallia. Stay engaged so customers stay with you.
Hey, America. Looking forward to the weekend? I'm talking Clemson, Notre Dame, SNL, the NASCAR championship, and Breeze Brady on Sunday Night Football. It's all on NBC. That's something to look forward to.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Squawk Alley. I'm Carl Quintanilla with John Ford and Julia Borston. Stocks trading in a bit of a range today, but to the upside, Dow up about 600 points. One of the best days here in several months as Wall Street continues to look for answers and more clarity in the results of the presidential elections. John, as volatility comes in a bit, where do things stand?
Well, Carl, we begin with the race for president. Crucial votes still to be counted after
TRHC,
Saturday.
Tango Romeo Hotel Charlie, getting a downgrade to a market perform from an outperform at Lyric.
There goes Facebook again.
Tango Romeo Hotel Charlie.
For Trump. Both campaigns sounding optimism in the last half hour. Trump's team saying they feel confident about Georgia, Pennsylvania, and believe Arizona will, quote, come the president's way. The Biden campaign
There we go. Facebook breaking 286.13.
expects
Continuing to climb now. Let's see it run for the highs of the day.
Effectus Consulting, terms not disclosed on AJG.
On the ground in that battleground where officials just wrapped up a press conference. Brandon, right here.
Hey, John, the press conference did just wrap up. Just want to update you on the situation here in Pennsylvania. All 67 of Pennsylvania's counties are now counting ballots. We're in Buxton, which is north of Philadelphia. They've been counting ballots overnight and will continue to do so.
Biogen shares now up 40.
Another continued climb, 286.37.
92 at the high of $117 now.
Right now, the state says 2.5 million of the 3.1 million ballot ballots requested.
Another nice break out there on Facebook. Let's see what our Facebook trade's doing here.
Biogen getting an upgrade at Wells Fargo. Says we are upgrading our rating on shares of Biogen to overweight, increasing our price target to $390 on re-rating 15 times 2021 earnings ahead of Friday's FDA PCNS AdCom review of aducanumab and early Alzheimer's disease.
Guys, we got a quick 15% gain on our Facebook trade already.
That's Bravo India, India Bravo.
That's for the November 20th 285 strike that we got in for 920 a contract. It's currently at 1045, continuing to climb there. Looking good. There we go. Now up 16% on Facebook. Up $300 on that single Facebook trade we just made a couple of minutes ago. Half hour ago. What was it? Half hour, 45 minutes ago? Finally starting to take off there. Nice continued climb.
Frank Holland in the swing state of Pennsylvania. And the market reaction is where we'll begin today with tech surging this morning as votes continue to be counted. Early Facebook and Google investor Roger McNamee joined us now. He's co-founder of
There we go. Facebook trade now up 17%.
Officer, the Hawaii Employee Retirement System. Thank you both so much for joining us. Roger, I want to start with you because we are seeing these tech stocks surge.
Alrighty, guys, on YouTube, that's going to do it for us today here. We are up a nice 17%, still climbing here on our Facebook trade.
Team getting ready to send
Over 17% now on our Facebook trade. Still looking good. If you guys want to come join us, we're going to be live again at 2 p.m. If you guys want to join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com. We'll be in our live trade room now, and then afternoon live trading. If you guys see these, here's our morning live Zoom from 9:30 to 11, afternoon live from 2 to 4, and then our class is going to be today. If you're a member, you're going to have access to our class. So come join us. You could go to membership, pricing plans, membership, join now, and you guys could take a look. $125 a month, really cheap. Gets you the live trade room. It gets you the live trading in the morning. Pro Trader gets you live trading in the morning, 9:30 to 11. Live trading in the afternoon from 2 to 4. Also gets you text alerts and all the classes that are involved as well. Elite Pro Trader, you're going to save $500, and you're going to have more advanced classes available for you as well. So come join us. If you guys have any questions, bottom right there, you guys can click on the messenger and shoot us a message. We'd be happy to hear from you and get back to you as soon as we can. Hope everyone has a great day. It was a heck of a day for us today. We closed out some really nice gains. So proud of you guys, and let's keep the trades going here for the next couple of weeks. Alrighty, we got that volatility hopefully behind us once we get these results, and we'll continue to find some good trade setups here. Alrighty, guys, thank you. Have a good afternoon, and I will see you guys in the trade room and at 2 p.m. Take care, guys.